everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, Historical Immersion, and Bohemia. So, it is just after the war with Hungary, which was kind of a shock, you know. We didn't get anything from it except for the gratefulness of our neighbor Austria, while they gained quite a lot of provinces, 4 or 5 I think, can't remember properly because I recorded that 2 days ago. However, still, you know, we did what we had to as an emperor, and we gained some money out of that and stability points, which is a reward in its own. Now, things that you guys mentioned in the comments and that I read, and you are right. First of all, we can now enact the Reichstag reform. The Reichstag and the Reich in general developed own entity apart from the emperor. Over time, it developed more and more political power until it was the political center of the Holy Roman Empire. So we get extra prestige and members get extra prestige. Awesome. So let's get that. The next one is dynastic inheritance. Currently, people are mostly against it. Members get stability and we get diplomatic reputation. Cool. Second thing that you guys mentioned and that you were quite adamant about. Yes, we are going to attack Milan. We are going to attack it so hard it's gonna cry. We now have favors with Poland as well, so they will join us in the war. And Austria will take brunt of the fighting because they are the neighbors. So I'm really into it. However, we need to give Austria a bit of a breathing space because after this war, if I remember correctly, they were at like 9 or 10 war exhaustion, which is quite a lot. So let's give them a year and let's give ourselves a year because we need to build up a bit of a treasury. We do have the loans now after we have started the construction of a city hall in Prague, and after we have bought the northern provinces from Brandenburg. How are you doing, guys? Also, which you know, but we can have the royal marriage, and we will have a royal marriage after we can, because you guys have the same dynasty now, and that is awesome. Last but not least, I'm gonna unpause it now. I wanted to mention that I got a really nice roleplay post from user Hannibal1996 who requested a character, so I recruited a general for him, Meiou Luxemburg, who has 1 fire, oh hey, stability increase, awesome. Who has unfortunately only 1 power, but has 4 shock, 2 maneuver, no siege though, which sucks, but I'm not gonna be too mad. We have only 16 army tradition, and he's better than our king, our aging king, so he's gonna take over the army, and he's gonna lead us in our fight against Milan. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the stability increase will also, yes, it will increase our centralization. I'm happy about that. We have 4 now. How are we doing on the whole autonomy thing? Okay. Going down everywhere. Pretty nice. Do we have war exhaustion? We do. We're losing 0.15 every month, so we'll have 1 point... Well, it's gonna get lower in a year. Cool. So let's speed it up a bit. Get our armies back home. Build up a bit of treasury before we go against Milan, but it's gonna be... Wait, that's not Milan. You are Milan. Oh, wow. Wait. Why won't Poland join us? Oh, they consider this a distant war. Well, Austria does have war exhaustion, definitely, which kind of sucks. But they will join us, and you guys won't. Okay, we'll just have to... Well, we'll just have to wing it. Oh, hey, a new tech... Oh, poll taxes! Nice. We're gonna get production efficiency 20 extra % for the next 7 years. Medieval taxes fell almost entirely on landowners. As the numbers of peasants fell, many were impoverished by land taxes and demanded tax reforms. The results were the first poll taxes, which placed a tax on every man, woman and child in the nation. It simultaneously strengthened the state while weakening the very class of people who had asked for it in the first place. And this allows us another idea group, which I already mentioned is going to be the diplomatic ideas. For Emperor, very useful. Flexible negotiations, lowered unjustified demands. War cabinet, lowered war exhaustion, which is great. Diplomatic corps, improved relations and cost to fabricate claim lowered. Influential diplomats, extra diplomatic reputation and claim duration. Foreign embassies, extra 2 diplomatic relations, very useful for an emperor. Department of Foreign Affairs, extra diplomat, and benevolence, diplomatic annexation cost lowered. Oh, and also world impact and stability from diplomatic actions. And we get province war score. I think this might even be the Emperor Rudolf II. Not entirely sure. Can immediately get the flexible negotiations. You never quite know what can be gained at the peace table, so we should keep our options opened. Great. Now I do think that we can, yes, we can get the levy emergency taxes, and from you as well. Yes, that will give us extra money for the next couple of years, which will allow us to repay the loans faster. However, for us, it is most important now to get a decent enough treasury so that when the war starts, we have a bit of a thing to fall back on, because when we raise all of the levies that we have from our provinces, it's going to be rough. We are also a bit low on manpower. How much would it cost to build that fort here? 100. So if I put in the manpower, we would need to still pay 25 gold. That's actually... Oh, introduce the heir. Gain prestige with diplomatic power, lose gold. How's his claim? Strong. He's secretive. Oh, I missed that. Foreign spy detection 25 extra %. Well, as an emperor, we really should introduce him, but we don't have the money right now. I think I'm gonna put it off for a bit. We'll see how it's gonna go. I'm gonna increase the armor maintenance a bit so that we reinforce our troops. Actually, if I put it all the way up, will that make a big difference? 2 months and we are reinforced. How is Austria doing? 5.3 thousand troops. Oh, they got a decent general. Florian Sauerkopf. KUK army. Okay. How are you guys? All of our vassals also need some time to chill, so they will appreciate this rest. Okay, how many troops are we missing? About 100. So if I lower it like this, $60. So let's lower it a bit more. And we'll take it 2 months. From the 4, that's a bit too low, slightly high. No, actually, let's put it 1 more month and we'll be done with it. 85. No, that, damn. Okay, well now we can lower it. So, special taxes are due. Collect what we are due. Wow! 86 gold. Okay, which means we definitely have enough to introduce the heir. So let's do that. And I'm gonna do a little skip ahead until we see. We have... Wow. Oh, I wanted that royal marriage with you guys. Oh, we already... Oh, they accepted that. Still, they feel threatened by us. That's not... Let's proclaim a guarantee. Maybe that will change their mind. They won't accept an alliance, which kind of sucks, but... You know. What can you do? We already have the extra relations. Anyone we can break it with? Austria alliance. Wait, we don't have a royal marriage? Okay, let's have a royal marriage. And we're making a shit ton of money again, that is awesome. But any other relations that we can break? No, Saxony, we have a royal marriage with Saxony, and I don't know why. Convert heretics peacefully. Convert the Jews. Missionary work. So it looks like we have removed... Yeah, we removed the heretics from Chasovsko and we removed the heretics from Svidnica. So now just the persecuted Jewish presence. Awesome work. I do have relations with my son on top, right? Saxony. Why do we have... Well, merge with Saxony. Did they offer that to us? Oh wow, they're being sieged by rebels. Oh no, we had that because they are the elector. Okay. I wanted to secure their voting rights. Okay, everybody likes me, which is nice. How's the Pope? How is the old Pope? Decent papal influence. Do we not have a religious hat? Imperial influence. Vassal upkeep. That's a bit weird. But our population crossed 2 million. That is decent. And perhaps we'll soon have a city hall, so that is also decent. And we have the money that we need. How much would we need to repay the loans, just to be completely sure? 67. Okay, so we owe about 180. That's not that bad. When it falls down, if we get into a war, I think that is manageable. Plus, we're gonna get one more emergency levy tax, and I'm gonna stop it. Cool, I'm happy with that. Well, we got the event Treason Against Bohemia. Recruitment is out of necessity something that has to be a somewhat decentralized affair. Often it will be entrusted to local powers in the capital, and then they are responsible to turn up a set number of men in the various provinces under our control. This is a system that to some extent relies on trust, as the central government is not involved in the details of countryside mustering, and the only form of control we have are the often sporadic inspections the army itself conducts. One such inspection in Pozinsko has unearthed quite a local scandal. The rolls we have for the area is full of fictional names, and nobody seems to know what we could actually muster. Well, we can't really piss off the greater nobles, so let's just deal with this. And we got another special taxes are due, which we are going to take. However, I got really bad news. We lost the casus belli on Milan, which is why we are not at war with them. It disappeared somewhere in December. I checked it in January. It wasn't already or February. I'm not entirely sure what the month was, but we lost it. So that kind of sucks. But we will keep Milan in check, and if they do so much as sneeze, we will be on them. They are still a part of the Imperium, so we should, keep an eye on them for future reference. Now, as we don't need the money anymore, let's repay all of the loans that we had. Just keep the 64 that we had. And the balance will now increase, which is kind of decent. I'm gonna go ahead and take the war cabinet and be happy with it. Wow, Hungary is attacking Teutonic Order, isn't it? That's... And Poland? Oh, okay, they both declared war on poor Teutonic Order, man. That kinda sucks. That kinda sucks. I don't think we at this point have a casus belli on anyone. Oh no, where it is. We could bestow Imperial Grace, that's fine, but we will guarantee. Yeah, right now we can't really declare war on anyone. We might have on Hungary if Trenchin. What? Silesian war goal. Oh, okay. Well, we might do that in the future. I don't think that's part of the Holy Roman Empire, and I would kind of like that. Do we have a... I don't have an imperial map mode, do I? Okay, that would benefit the Empire, so I'm down with that. Poland would not join them. Achaia would and Padua would. Austria wouldn't because they have a truce, but that's kind of okay. We need to keep our relations very high with Poland if we want to be safe for the future. And attacking and taking Trenchin is actually kind of nice. It would help one of our... Wait, that's not them. Who did they say it was a war goal of? Silesia. This is them. Chechin. Go. That's weird. Work on integrating a subject. We actually don't need that because we cannot integrate anyone. But hey, centralization keeps increasing. That is really decent. And some of the provinces, yeah, are going down fairly fast, which will increase our income. I'm planning to build roads in Hradecko when I can to connect to the province of Klecko and Svidnica. Svidnica mostly because that one would benefit, and we need, you know, every possible increase in communication. We have it in Horná Lužica. There it's increasing or dropping quite well. This is a very valuable province that we actually don't get at all. We don't get anything from that, so that kind of sucks. But, you know, hey. Decent relations with great nobles, though. Any favors that I can grant you? Honoring a noble house, 50 prestige. And we have a new pope. Clement. His authority is strong. That is good. 50 prestige. That would hurt us quite a lot. And offering them low-level cabinet seats, I'm not... How about starting to revoke their privileges? We, however, need to stay at their strong side. Holy crap, look at that cost! I would like to get rid of the medium tax exemption, though, as fast as possible. Because... that is something that really pisses me off. How big is the... Oh... Wait, no, that's Imperial mapping. Where is the estates? Here. So lesser nobles are only in Prague, Javor. Okay, it would be much less damaging, I think, to start with them. Revoking the medium tax exemption should be fairly simple. And could I... I could increase the relations with them a bit. Okay, let's present them with a magnificent gift and revoke their medium tax exemption as part of the reform, because they rule in Praha, and that's our main income source. Fuck! Hey! Wow! We were so lucky, I can't even believe that. Awesome. Okay, so we got that down, and now they will pay us a bit more. How much did we get? 6.51, and now we're gonna get how much? Or is this calculated with the change already in mind? Yeah, that was calculated with the change in mind. Okay, anyway, I guess that's all for this episode. This really sucks because I wanted to fight Milan, but I guess that because Austria was in such a bad shape, it's actually... Yeah, look at that. They have no manpower even to reinforce their own troops. So attacking them now would be great. But again, they are our ally. I know you guys don't like that, but that's the way we roll from now. If we get into a clash with them down the line, it's going to suck. But, you know, we have to keep an open mind. How far are we? Only 10 people are for, 118 are against. Dynastic inheritance. Cast a vote. Okay, well, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode where we are going to continue and hopefully be on the same path as we are now. We're benefiting, our troops are okay, we have good relations with everyone, our dynasty is growing. Yeah, things are fairly good. Things are fairly good for now.